contest is going to be a good one here at CWF Mid-Atlantic Explosive Elements 2014. Brad Stutts and Cecil, always explosive Scott,
always explosive,
are in the booth. Cecil, this is going to be a good one. Two guys that are really two of the premier athletes in CWF Mid-Atlantic, Lance Lude and Roy Wilkins. And of course, this is a return matchup from 2 weeks ago at High Tension. These guys were in a scheduled matchup that saw a very unscheduled interruption.
Oh, yeah. I mean, they were having a great match, and nobody's going to be talking about that due to the circumstances.
So they've got an opportunity here at a bit of a do-over. Like I said, two of the premier athletes in CWF Mid-Atlantic. This really looks like it could be a very athletic contest. If Lance Lude keeps the pace quick, I think he might frustrate Wilkins. Wilkins and the All-Stars really like that slowed down, methodical pace, and you're seeing that right there, Cecil Scott. Wilkins is in no hurry to lock up with Lance Lude.
No, he never is, and Roy Wilkins, just like anybody else in the All-Stars, are master strategists. They take their time just so they can kind of take a step back and assess the situation.
Finally tie up here. Wilkins goes behind. Lance Lude, of course, is the holder of the golden ticket. Only about another 2 months or so on that golden ticket, a little bit less than 2 months. He's got until the end of June. He's got 6 months to cash it in. And what that golden ticket does is it grants Lance Lude the right to sanction and schedule any match with any stipulations against any opponent. He could wrestle any champion. He could wrestle in a cage. He could wrestle on a scaffold. He could wrestle pretty much any, rules and stipulations that he wants. He's got until the end of June. He's got 6 months to cash it in after having won it back at Battlecade. And he's been kind of coy with that golden ticket. We haven't even really seen that much of a tease. He's not tipped his hand yet as to what, if anything, he's got his sights set on.
And I often wonder if he has anything in the back of his mind. I think everybody in the back of their head, wants a shot at the heavyweight title or the TV title. So the coach is doing something with Roy Wilkins, another strategy session.
Conferring in the corner is Coach Gemini and Wilkins.
And he told me he is the best coach in sports today.
I don't know about all that, but undeniably, out of all the All-Stars, the one who has been mentored most closely by the coach is Roy Wilkins. He has kind of been the star pupil, the star prospect in the All-Stars for a long time. We saw the assassin Ray Kandrack have a dominating run as Mid-Atlantic heavyweight champion back right before Arik Royal won the belt back in 2012. Kandrack was a dominating champion. Kandrack has not climbed to the mountain again just yet, but undeniably his sights, as he has expressed in recent weeks, are still set on that heavyweight championship. Wilkins has always kind of been the blue chipper. He's always been the prospect. Even when Kandrack was the champion and Wilkins and Walter Eaton were in the tag team of the Goon Squad, where they won 3 Mid-Atlantic Tag Team Championships, you could tell that with the current Mid-Atlantic champion, Ray Kandrack, and the former Mid-Atlantic champion, Walter Eaton, you could always tell Wilkins was the prospect. Wilkins was who they were hoping to groom. And right there, Lance Lude confuses him, and Wilkins is headed to the floor.
There's a case where it looked like he was going for a hip toss, and Wilkins halfway through it tried to block it, but didn't quite do it.
Wilkins just tried to get out of it any way he could there. And it was not the smoothest slip out, but Wilkins did avoid the contact, which was the point.
And Wilkins, anytime he can avoid contact, is fine with him.
Lude taking his off his opponent here. Wilkins charges all the way up and over the top, back to the floor. Lance Lude was going to fly a second ago. The coach prohibited it. Is Lude going to fly here in our opening contest? Oh!
He caught that golf swing on the way out.
One of the most unique strikes in all of CWF Mid-Atlantic is that golf swing from Wilkins. It's basically a double underhand slap. He just comes from way down in Mississippi and slaps you right in the face.
Right, he gets every bit of his body weight behind it too. That's the key. And he's buying a little time here.
He is with Lude down on the outside. Coach is looking for an opportunity, but he's got to be mindful of the official. We have seen the officials taking a much more proactive role recently. We have seen the very rare and scarce disqualification recently in CWF Mid-Atlantic. The referees, you kind of have to weather the storm. Ooh, great move there from Wilkins. You kind of got to weather the storm. If things are running smoothly in CWF Mid-Atlantic, cover. Wilkins only gets 2. If things are running smoothly, you can be a little more lax and a little bit more easygoing. But if things are chaotic, you have to stick to the rules. You have to enforce and try to contain that chaos as much as possible. And undeniably, with the invaders from Indiana, with challengers pretty much lining up at the door to try to challenge Arik Royal for the heavyweight title, undeniably things are getting very chaotic here in CWF Mid-Atlantic.
You're right, and it's a case where the referees, they kind of feel like they have to have a shorter leash on a lot of these guys. And Wilkins go for that hip toss. Nice.
Good move from Wilkins.
They have to get a shorter leash. It's kind of a case. We got a quick cover. You know, it's the time for the playoffs and everything, and you see these hard fouls on the court, and the referees call everything, and that's kind of how Red Jones and Charles Richardson look at it as well.
Wilkins now has got that slowed down, methodical pace like he likes. He's standing on Lude with all his weight there. Coach is still in the face of the official.
And that's a choke referee. And he's backing Roy Wilkins off here. The coach did his job there. And Roy, he kind of dispensed with the mat wrestling, but has got this exactly where he wants it right now. He's got Lance Lude trying to fight back.
Against the ropes here, Lude needs to stick with something. No, Wilkins, what a maneuver from Wilkins. A very rare instance where Wilkins was actually willing to put his body on the line a little bit and dove out of the ring just so that the ropes would clothesline Lance Lude.
That was one of the slickest counter moves I think I've ever seen. Wow.
He almost beat him with it. Very uncharacteristic. Wilkins typically no wasted motion, takes very little unnecessary risks, if any. Wilkins throwing a little bit of caution to the wind here, Cecil Scott. It's in the springtime.
Yeah.
We talked about it last time at High Tension. Things get a little crazy here in the springtime. That spring air gets out here in the Carolinas, and it's like a full moon, brother. People just lose their minds.
Like I said last time, it's the pollen. It's got me going crazy with this headache right now. But I can't get over that move by Roy Wilkins. I love that counter move.
Slick is the name.
And what I said before, he is a master strategist, and we saw that.
Wilkins is very Bockwinkel-esque in his approach.
And
Alabama slam, perhaps. Says he's going down. No, he's not. Sunset flip. Could be it right here. Good positioning, but only got 2.
And Roy Wilkins, I have to say, I think better than anybody else in CWF Mid-Atlantic, is so great at adjusting in the middle of a match.
Yeah, I agree with that 100%. I compared him to Bockwinkel earlier in his approach, in that slow, methodical thinking man style. When Wilkins really gets rolling, when he gets cooking, when he gets in the groove, the closest person I can think of that he reminds me of, that is one of the greatest compliments I can pay anybody, is Bobby Eaton. Because he can wrestle, he can brawl, he can fly. You can take nothing away from this guy. It's just the company that he keeps.
Right. You know, you say what you want about the All-Stars, but it's a great group of talent.
Like I said, 2 former Mid-Atlantic champions in the fold of the All-Stars. Wilkins, a former television champion, a former multiple-time tag team champion, and former winner of the 30-man CWF Rumble.
Oh, nice.
Went all the way up and just drilled him down.
And that's a great view of the athleticism as we got a cover.
2. Wilkins is going for a lot of covers here. That goes back to that no wasted motion, no wasted movement. Wilkins will win with anything. He is not one of those people that has to hit something pretty. Wilkins is more than happy to win simple, win dirty, any way he can just to get that win.
Now, win's a win, and Lance Lude, of course, always finds a way to sneak out.
Slips through, got the head. Wilkins no longer in control of his body, gets sent to the buckle.
And Lude's got to put something together.
Did not quite get it. Oh, got a kick right there.
And how many times have we seen this from Lance Lude? He seems to be on the jaws of defeat.
Good move right there. Dove at him with the elbow drop. Now the cover. 1, 2.
And Lude is so great, so incredible that when it comes in, it's putting together a burst of offense from out of nowhere.
He's graceful.
And you think you got him beat, and then all of a sudden he's hit you with 7 or 8 moves, and you're on the verge of getting beat yourself.
Fires away. Does Lude. Looking to put something here. Nope. Go behind.
Got there a counter roll. No.
Lude is thinking something. Up high.
Nice.
Good move right there. He's going to beat him. No. Wilkins is out.
Lots of great wrestling counter moves.
Kozone got nothing. Uh-oh.
Go for that backbreaker again.
No. Spun him into the Cristo.
He might have him.
Lude is going to win it with the Cristo. No.
What is the coach doing?
Oh, he hit the hands. Coach Gemini hit the hands with the helmet. That was a smart move from Roy Wilkins to put the man in position where he hit the hands.
Wait, he's got him in that rage lock.
Court Montgomery is out here chasing the coach again. Chase is on.
And the referee's focused on the coach and Court Montgomery.
The exiled former All-Star, Court Montgomery, is chasing the coach around here. Oh, he clipped the knee of Wilkins.
He just clipped Wilkins back into the Cristo.
Lude, yes, sir, he did get the Cristo back. Lude rode him right back down into the canvas with the coach isolated. Montgomery is standing tall.
He tapped.
And Wilkins taps out. Lance Lude wins it.
Great match.
The exiled former All-Star, Court Montgomery, that's got to be the 4th or 5th time that he has cost the All-Stars a matchup.
He's made it a habit here lately.
Your winner by submission in 10 minutes, 51 seconds, Lance Lude.